morning everybody, Matt here on the planet, and welcome to the new training block. So this is a new training block for the marathon, and today actually I'm also out for a run in a new pair of shoes, which is the Nike Tempo Next Percent. So I've got a couple of new pair of shoes in this training block. The other pair will be the Asics Nova Blast. Both of these shoes I managed to pick up at a reasonably good price. So Nike's 30% sale off in these. Managed to get them for £120. So good morning. Good morning. And so yeah, picked these up for £120, which is quite a steal really. And then the Asics Nova Blast, managed to pick them up for £60 as well, which is like less than half price, which is amazing. But this is the second run I've done in the Tempo Next Percent. So the first run I did in the Tempo Next Percent was did a 10-11k tempo run. I was quite happy with it. The outside on my right foot was a bit achy after the run. Normally I like to run in 8mm stack heights, but these stack heights are about 10mm, and they're a massive 46mm in the heel, which is phenomenal. I think this is the highest stack front and rear of any shoes I've ever run in. So be interested to see how they perform. They're not the most popular running shoes against reviews. Some people really like them. Other people have said that they just don't get it really, but you know, they tend to have a bit of a slapping noise at the front. But if you think, from my point of view, the Zoom Fly 3 was a bit like that as well. And then as they're pushing back up, they feel like you've got like it's like running on a toothbrush kind of thing. If you know, you're squishing down on the toothbrush with your fingers, that's the kind of noise that you're hearing from it. But inside the airbags, they do have bristles that are a bit like a, you know, little spikes like a toothbrush or something. So yeah, but you know, generally quite comfortable. I've got no choose the size in them, I'm quite happy with them. I have heard as well that this is a shoe that kind of gets better a little bit, after you've used it a few times. So not so much a breaking in, but having a carbon fibre plate and the airbags is something that runners haven't seen in running shoes. Obviously the Alpha Fly, but before that there was nothing else. So we're starting a new training block. We've got the rest of June, July, August, September, and then we've got the marathon in October. And so basically this training block for me is pretty much going to be the same as what I did on the last one, but it's going to be tweaked a little bit. Coming out of the last training block, I really managed to build a lot of speed, and I thought, if you've seen the video, I managed to, well, if you've seen the video, I failed my attempt because I got cramp. Just seemed to be an off day, but I'm going to have another shot of that 3:30 marathon in this training block, and quite early on really, so a bit of a hangover, carryover from the last training block. See if I can get it done before we shoot on, you know, for the rest of the training. So there's obviously going to be, what I mentioned in one of my early videos, is that there's been less marathon distance running in this training block. You know, brought in a lot more speed work, but sacrificed the long runs. So I'm going to bring that back into this training block, is what I've done in the past. So that's basically it. Obviously there's going to be track work, running in the country, running in nice locations. It's summertime, for the early part of the training block, I'm going to kind of put the speed work to the side, so I won't be doing speed work every week, but maybe once every couple of weeks for the first month or so, maybe in at the second month, just because I want to do a bit more aerobic base building. So today is the first, pretty much, well, it's the second run I've done this training block really, that's low heart rate stuff essentially. Running the aerobics, I mean, it's not that low. The way I do it is I try and run below 150 beats per minute. The route I'm actually running today is really quite hilly, so I'll try and keep it under wraps in terms of the heart rate, but this is one of my regular hilly routes that I do, so it's probably going to spike. It's probably going to go over at some point, but we'll try and minimise it, so maybe, you know, 10% of the run is above 150 beats per minute. And yeah, let's get on with the run. That's the longest hill we're going to do today. Not the steepest, but the longest one. I think it's got about 100 metres elevation gain over a couple of kilometres, maybe 3 kilometres. It's quite tough, but just going at easy pace. And actually, the extra stack height, 10mm stack height in these shoes, oh sorry, the 10mm drop, it actually helps a little bit. And obviously shoes are new, so you're getting quite a lot of bounce off the front of these pads. And actually going, the start of that was downhill, probably for about half a kilometre, and I wasn't trying to pick up the pace, just trying to hold it back really. But when you're actually putting that extra load, probably it's about 15% grade hill, something going down, maybe 20, and then you're putting that extra load, the airbags are really soaking up the extra weight, soaking up the pressure, so there's nothing feeling bad on the joints, on the knees, the ankles or anything, and actually feeling quite a lot of energy return up the AirPods and the carbon plate, so it's actually really good. So there it is, 17 kilometers, 17.2, 1 hour 43, pace 6:01, average heart rate 147, cadence 179, elevation gain 223 meters, so not too bad. I think the highest heart rate there was 166, so not too bad at all. Nike tempo next percent did really well. That little pain on the outside of my foot that I felt like strain on the last run I didn't have any of that today. The only other thing I'd say is probably a bit of an I'm not quite got used to is when I'm running up quite steep hills. I can't get the angle of my foot where I want it to be in this shoe. So it's either with the heel too close to the ground, or kind of running quite high up on the ball of the foot and the toes, with the calf muscle locked in place. So it's not the ideal thing, but I think as they're starting to soften up a little bit after a couple of runs, 10k run and 17k run, starting to get better. And really the kind of work I'll be using for is anyway speed work on relatively flat surfaces, not that hilly at all really. So it's been a good run. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time.